It is Thursday night. Ooh, damn it! That damn Comcast ripping me off! Showed that an adult's pair of underwear contains an average of 0.1 mg of feces. Milligrams. 0.1 milligrams of poop. I got a visual for you folks. There it is. Look at all that poop on your underwear. And washing your underwear in lower temperatures could mean that these traces remain.
I would have turned off the show, bro.
On them. Even.
I 100% would have turned off.
I am trying to save lives here.
See, this is what I'm talking about with the neighborhood. Right here, Woodscopes. Could you guys stop talking, please?
Who said that?
Anything to say to that?
Who said that?
Woodscopes.
Yeah. Remember when he had a show? Oh, check this out. So I got a follow right as we went to air. You know, I put my link up and I'm like, oh, hey, got a new fan. I don't know that I could show any of, well, yeah.
Did they have clothes on?
No, they don't. I was looking for one that I could show. I mean, there's buns. I don't know if that gets me booted. Those are nice buns.
In the Christmas movie.
Jiggling her butt right on my face. That's not nice.
Usually you gotta pay for that.
It'll be more visual and less us talking.
It'll be less discombobulated than tonight.
I wouldn't go that far, but it'll be different. Okay, I teased it. Guess who I saw today? You already know, so you got to play dumb.
Chad and Port.
Not Santa Claus, not Chad and Portland. I saw Wells in the 3-6 zone. Wellsy. Oh, I know it's not you.
Yeah, they were like, dude, are you doing that? And I'm like, I'm not.
I know it's not you because it's funny.
Yeah, exactly.
And if it wasn't funny, then I'd go, it might be Ryan.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, God, I'm bullying you. Shit.
You're bullying me.
Oh, my gosh, they're right.
Yeah, maybe we should do a bullying PSA.
Hey,
hold on, though. I do have to ask a question. You made your wedding guests pay for a 10-day cruise.
Yes.
To be a part of your wedding?
Yes, they did. Okay, we've got this woman is back. And you're probably
Hi, Jim.
You're probably forgetting because this was from last Thursday that moved over. But
I remember.
The woman that got 5.5 inches of height by breaking her legs and sticking steel rods in them. Jim interrupted my story about the long-legged supermodel, right?
Dude, there's shoes you can buy that can make you 8-9 inches taller.
Well, she's wearing those too. She's got platforms on. The required temperature should exceed 40 degrees Celsius to 60 degrees Celsius to fully kill any bacteria that are living in your underwear. I actually wash my underwear on hot, so I think I'm safe from poop. And let me give you the image. That's the image that we're trying to save you from right there.
Okay, this is the most reasonable story that has ever been on this show.
Dude,
of stuff hanging around if you're hooking up with a Brit
in your underwear. That's how you get pink eye from farting on your pillow. So obviously the farts in your underwear have fecal matter. 0.1 milligrams of feces.
That this probably varies depending on whether you're talking about males and females.
Why? I mean, obviously,
I don't wear my underwear at my ass. Do you?
They don't either. What, a thong? Most wear granny panties, dude, unless they're going out on a date. I mean, they're comfortable. Who wants to be uncomfortable? They go out on a date, then you start getting that lacy shit. But day to day, granny panties. You go into any work office and pull down a woman's pants, it's gonna be granny panties, dude. They're not going to work. They're not going to work in lacy.
Shut it down, dude. Dude, tease the stories for tomorrow. I'm serious. That is the funniest shit I have ever heard on this show. Shut it down. Shut it down.
Rhino and Horse are a couple of dorks who want to have a show. Will anybody ever watch it? The answer is probably no. They thought of a really stupid name. They call it the Waterhole, where everybody thinks they're lame. And they're always sad they came. You wanna be where you can't see. Rhino and Horse act lame. You wanna be where everybody's sad they came. You wanna be where you can't see. Rhino and Horse act lame. You wanna be where everybody's sad they came. Yeah!
Someone isn't gonna like that.
Your move, creep.
What a bummer.
Yeah, the bot. Hey, bot.
You won! You did it!
We had a bot. The first person to chat was a bot. Damn bot. All right. It's Thursday. You know what's funny is I changed that theme song, right, to try to get around that copyright. I'm trying to get it this show copyright friendly. Get rid of all that shit. And I've had that new song for a week and a half, 2 weeks, I don't know. And Ryan hasn't even been here for any of them. And he's in the intro. What the hell? Oh, but the Sacramento Kings they're ninth, and they're going to be the playing game. All right. Who is second? Who's the loser? Bird Dog the loser.
So you get nothing! You lose! Good day, sir!
Bird Dog. Okay. Okay, so here's, I don't know if you guys remember this. Some of you have been giving me stories. Tiffany's giving me stories. I think Gail gave me stories. Bird Dog. Anyway, if you give me a story, I'm going to now move it to the front. So you give me a weird news story, you will be first. And Darren and Renee have handed me a news story. So they get to cut the line of all my stories. They're just cutting in front of me. So, yeah, if you find weird news, and you know what I'm looking for. You've seen this show enough. You know what I'm looking for. Sex, excrement, funny, weird. Anyway, you know what I'm looking for. So if you see something out there, you know what's going to happen. I try to pull these stories away from the national news because everybody, because of the internet, has seen anything like, if it's national news. So I'm looking at fringe news organizations and whatever, and I'm looking for stuff that's not, but something's going to happen nationally. And then everyone's going to, I'm going to get 20 stories in my DMs. And speaking of DMs, I do have the, when the DMs from someone that's not following me come in, I save those for the show. I don't read them until I'm with you guys. So I got 2 of those. That's 2 for me. All right, let's see. The first one's going out to 135 people. So obviously they spam the shit out of people. Let me guess. I have not looked, but right now crypto is the hot spam that I'm getting. Crypto and sex. So sex and money. I'm guessing crypto, but it could be sex. Let's see. What is it? From Una Bethune. Joined in September 2023. So that's interesting. Usually these bots are people that are soliciting things. Usually their accounts are like a month or less old. But this 2023. So interesting. Oh, shit. It's written in a foreign language. God ni heder vi räknat da kun voxni daxlun 100 di Is there, can I just right click and translate to English? There we go. All right, translated to English from whatever the hell that was. Good news! We are currently recruiting part-time workers, adults only. The daily wage is 100 to 800 DKK. What the hell is a DKK? What can I spend DKK on? Is that like Dairy Queen dollars? I can get some free shakes, blizzards. DKK? Tyler, are you in here? I need an EP to look up what DKK is worth. You only need a mobile phone. Oh, look at this. Look at this. I'm qualified. And you can work freely anytime, anywhere. Note, for salary payment, we've seen this one before. I forget what the catch is. For salary payment reasons, the position is not suitable for African users.
You racist piece of shit.
So if you're in Africa, you're not going to make 100 to 800 DKK. Sorry. That is
You racist piece of shit.
But it's not for racial reasons. It's for salary payment reasons. Salary payment reasons. So if you're in Africa, you can't get a salary. That is...
You racist piece of shit.
If you are interested, you can add WhatsApp to contact the administrator. And then there's a link. Accept, decline, accept, decline, accept, decline, accept, decline, decline. All right, interesting. All right, here's the other one. Hello, boss. This is not spammed out to a bunch of people. This is personalized to me from Graceful from your system. Hello, boss. I have a really great 4-meme project, and I need to cooperate with you. Are you interested in having a talk about it? I mean, a 4-meme project sounds intriguing. Delete. No, I'm not interested. Sorry. Okay. I've gotten through the spam DMs of the day. Thank you, Darren and Gail, for sharing the show. You sharing the show helps it grow. Does that work? Is that a good catchy phrase? By you sharing the show, you help us grow. Sounds like something Mr. Rogers would say. Darren and Renee have submitted the first story, and then I will catch up on the chat. Let's get to their story. This from People Magazine. My mom used to, back in the 80s and 90s, my mom used to subscribe to People Magazine. And, I'd look at it. Whatever. People. Texas janitor. See, Darren and Renee know the assignment. Texas janitor gets 6 years after peeing in cooler, water bottles, and infecting coworkers with STDs. Oh!
No, God! No, God, please, no! No! No!
I thought 6 years was excessive. Now it makes sense. I'm thinking, okay, you peed. 6 years? Really? You giving your coworkers STDs? Ew, that's horrible. In fact, if you give your coworkers STDs, it should be more than 6 years. I guess it depends on the STD. If you can get a shot and clear it up, 6 years. If it's the herp and you're stuck with that for life, you should get life, buddy. Lucio Catrino Diaz admitted to the offense on Tuesday and will get credit for time served. I need to put this on the screen because this guy needs to go into the piece of crap club. And you might be saying, wait a minute, piece of crap club? Jim got rid of that years ago. Oh, Jim did, but I have the piece of crap club now. I bought it at a bargain price. I now own the piece of crap club, and this guy's going in it. All right, here's this piece of crap that gave people STDs by peeing in the water cooler and their water bottles. Lucio Catrino Diaz admitted to defense on Tuesday and will get credit for time served. A Texas man who infected multiple employees at a Houston medical office with sexually transmitted diseases.
No, God! No, God, please, no! No!
Oh, that is so freaking wrong.
It's a complete crap.
It is. with sexually transmitted diseases after peeing in their drinking water was sentenced to 6 years in prison this week. I don't want to say his name again. Lucio, 53. He's 2 years younger than me. I got to get that off the screen. That's just disgusting. He's growing facial hair like me. He's trying to be me. Oh, no, he's got one thing I don't. Well, he's got two things I don't have. STDs, even though if Bacon was here, he would be saying, I have herpes. Or I would be saying, I have herpes. And then play the herpes song. I do not have STDs, people. I was reading a headline when I said I have herpes. Just for those new people, just saying. Not that it matters. I'm married. I'm not spreading anything anyway, but I don't. But apparently this guy does. Pleaded 53, so he's 2 years younger than me. Pleaded guilty to a single count of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon in a deal with prosecutors who dismissed the additional 7 counts of aggravated assault he was charged with, as well as a single count of indecent assault, according to court records. I want to know which STD this is. If it's the herp, this guy got off easy. If it's something you can clear up with, a pill or a shot, then okay. The deadly weapon, prosecutors say, was Diaz's own bodily fluids. Diaz's actions were discovered by an employee of the medical office in September 2022 per a criminal complaint obtained by People. Not just random people, the magazine. That employee told authorities, good job, Darren and Renee, for finding this. This is disgusting. It's a disgusting act.
You dirty pig!
Not me, him. Let's see. That employee told authorities that her concerns began when she discovered the water she got from the water dispenser had a funny taste and smell to it.
This doesn't smell quite the way I expected.
This tastes funny. Tastes like the herp. What's going on? Funny taste to it, according to the complaint. Not wanting to drink the, quote, sour water from that communal dispenser, she told police that she then elected to start bringing in her own water bottles each day. Some days she didn't finish all her water and left the bottle on her desk, she told investigators. Soon, however, she, quote, noticed her water from her personal water bottle that she bought from the store smelled nasty. Oop, what? Wrong one. Where is it?
This doesn't smell quite the way I expected.
Your water bottle stinks. She said it smelled nasty per the complaint. It was so, quote, horrible, unquote, that she decided to just throw away the bottle rather than investigate the source, she told police. 3 weeks after first noticing something off with the water in the communal dispenser, the employee discovered the source of the off-putting taste and smell when a coworker offered to make her coffee. I'm starting to get ill. I'm not kidding. This is gross. The employee made sure to tell her coworker not to use the water from the dispenser since it was sour and smelled bad. Handing her a bottle to the coworker per plaint. So handing her a bottle to the coworker for to make the coffee. The coworker asked why the water inside was yellow. Uh-oh. Gross. Ugh. Ugh. Asked why the water was yellow. At that point, the employee took a whiff of the bottle and smelled the odor of pee.
This doesn't smell quite the way I expected.
Ugh. This is so gross. Remember, this has been going on for 3 weeks. All this water started. Ugh. At this point, the two women spoke to the doctor at the facility who agreed to do a urinalysis test. The complaint says that the test came back positive.
You dirty pig!
How dare you! How dare you!
Ew! Positive for piss. Want to keep... Wait, now I have an ad. Go away, ad. The employee told the police then... Wait. The employee told police she then bought a large bottle of water and put it in clear view of a small hidden camera she set up on her desk to see if she could discover who might be urinating in her water. That's a sentence you don't want to ever have to read. She wanted to discover who might be urinating in her water. This is gross. Darren, what do you think of that? She had just arrived home when she got an alert, at which time she turned on her camera feed from the camera and, quote, observed the janitor, a person she knows as Lucio, open her water bottle, which was placed on her desk, unzip his pants, remove his penis from his pants. Why am I yelling? Because it's gross. Remove his penis from his pants and place the head of his penis bare. They had to put bare in parentheses, like we couldn't visualize, like, did he have a condom on? What do you mean? Bare into her water bottle, causing the entire mouth of the water bottle to touch his penis.
You dirty pig!
God, that's nasty. What's nasty is not that she caught this going on, but that they had been drinking it for weeks. The video then showed Diaz putting the cap back on the bottle and return it to the desk. This happened again the following night. You mean that wasn't enough evidence? You did it again? This happened the following night, according to the complaint. Diaz admitted to his actions when pressed by police, according to the complaint, noting he, quote, did it because he knew the employee would drink it the next day, unquote. On further questioning, Diaz explained to investigators that he had a, quote, sickness, unquote. Yeah, he's a sick pig. The employee had a panel of STD tests performed a few days later, which came back positive for herpes. Oh, it's the herp. How does he only get 6 years? He gave a bunch of people herpes. How do you get only 6 years for that? That's horrible. That's horrible. That's not even funny. That's just horrible. Something she had never previously tested positive for, according to the complaint. Testing on Diaz revealed he was positive for the same virus as well as chlamydia. So Diaz had it, gave it to her. The district attorney's office classified Diaz's urine as a deadly weapon because herpes simplex virus 1 can weaken the immune system and cause bodily injury that creates a substantial risk of death. Multiple women discovered they had contracted STDs in the wake of this discovery. Diaz still faces a number of civil suits, court records show. Diaz was credited by the judge for 2 years of time served. His lawyer, so he served 2 years and that's it. Here's the comments under the story. The first one, he needs to go to jail for life. Bingo. Ooh, another comment. Ooh, it should be prosecuted like when, yeah. That is misjudged. And it's Texas. I thought Texas was like really known for, you know, you do the crime and you're going to do the time. I mean, he should have his junk chopped off, honestly. He got 2 years in jail and that's it. That's bull bleep. Send a link. I mean, come on, Bacon. You know why Bacon wants a link? He's sitting there going nuts because he wants to do that I have herpes drop. And he's like, he's probably got the shakes. He's withdrawals. I have herpes. I want to push it so much. I know you do, Darren. Darren gave me the story. I know you do, Bacon. Bacon's he's going through withdrawals. Sound drop withdrawals. There, you have it. Let me catch up on the chat. Oh, look at that. Jim in Indiana's here. Here, Jim, you want to make 10 cents? You owe me 10 cents for my royalty check. You haunted horse, you're using my likeness and image and my name on your camera. Give me my dime. There you go. You made 10 cents, Jimmy. Nick in Fort Worth too.
Welcome to the party, pal.
7-Eleven, I haven't seen you in a while. Hey, Horse, did you see that the star of the news Snow White movie has named Rachel, and she has a very hairy back.
Welcome to the party,
7-Eleven. What? How's that go? Come on, Rachel, shave your back. I get it. Oh gosh, here it comes. Mr. Withdrawals, Mr. Bacon. Hunter Horse can harmonize every bit as well as two cats fucking. Oh wait, I should probably play this.
The following program contains scenes and language of a frank and explicit nature. Viewer discretion is advised.
And this.
The following program is intended for mature audiences.
Are you going to be audio only? Bacon?
Next.
Bacon.
Yes.
Come on, Rachel, shave your back. Yeah, there you go. Things that go in a UV light. Sex and excrement at the same time is not a good thing. Weird news stories are so hack. Thank you for your support, Nick. I appreciate it. I'm a hack. Guilty. Guilty as charged. I need something to talk about. Let's see. What else we got? What game are you watching? I'm watching Kansas versus the Razorbacks. Come on, Rachel. Razorbacks. Like Ryan, Nick Burndog, viewing pleasure. You're welcome, Bacon. Ooh, jeez. This, you know what? There's Rachel. Herpes and chlamydia. My ex-wife did live in Texas for a while. Coincidence? I mean, he might have got it from her. Lauren was in briefly. That's what she said. See what anyway. Bacon needs a link. God knows what drops we were missing. Yeah, I mean, that story had bacon written all over it.
You dirty pig!
You are a dirty pig.
What's up, pig?
You dirty pig!
What's up, pig?
Hi.
You dirty pig!
What's up, pig?
You dirty pig!
I like those drops together. I have herpes. Oh, there's the song. Bacon, you need to boost your volume. Well, maybe not. Maybe it's me. It's me. Never mind. I have herpes. Your output's good. I have herpes. Not peeing in water bottles. I'm just a girl. Oh, shit. No way. No way. This party's going to become a threesome. And I'm an idiot. I have herpes. This is very bebop. And I'm an idiot. I have herpes. That's a catchy tune, Bacon. And I'm an idiot. I know it's a funny song. I have herpes. Peter Anderson's here.
Welcome to the party!
And I'm an idiot. Anderson.
Hi.
That's a catchy tune. I'm not gonna lie. Send Lauren a link. I mean, if you ask for one. V and the Fee is here. V with the fleas.
Hi.
V with the fleas. All right. Wow, that was a story. I mean, the peeing in the bottle was one thing, but once they started mentioning STDs, I was hoping it wasn't the herp. I really, really, really was hoping it was something. I mean, chlamydia would have been horrible, right? But it's curable. I might have had it once in high school. I really, really, really want to. Yeah. Hey, son, why do you have a prescription for tetracycline? Never mind, Dad. When I was in high school, that conversation may or may not have happened. There we go. The more you know. All right, here we go. Hello, I'm here. What does that mean, Liz? Do you need a link?
Hi.
Do you want a link, Liz? Or are you talking to the chat? Liz! The chat, you know, you got to be careful what you wish for. The chat is moving too fast. Elizabeth! All right. I've got multiple people asking for links. Liz, if you want a link, you can have a link as well. Ryan is asking for a link. Whether or not Ryan will show up, I think he's showing up because he sees his name not here. I just want recognition. Oh, okay. Lizzie, what's up?
What the heck was that? Hi.
She just wanted recognition. Why aren't you on camera, Bacon? You have are you not picking up my kid? I can't. Okay, cool. All right. By the way,
I can come on camera. Excuse me, that doesn't sound right. I could appear on camera, but your visual looks better with just you up there because you got the thing and everything. You just put another square up there. Doesn't look as
Ryan's coming in, so I'm gonna have another square.
No, it's really not gonna look good.
I have not seen Ryan in possibly a year, 2 years. I haven't seen Ryan in like 3 years. Last time I saw Ryan, we were just wrapping up the COVID pandemic. And I'm like, hey, Ryan, we got through the pandemic. And he's like, yeah. Let's I'll see you tomorrow on the show. And then he just never showed up. And I'm like, texting him, did you die of COVID? It's like, no, Kings, I'm busy. I'm really busy. I got lots going on. I'll be on the show soon. I'll be on the show real soon. Is Ryan doing audio only?
Hi.
Nice sound drop. Gosh. No one wants to be on camera with me.
Hello.
I feel so lonely on the beach.
Horace, if you really want to know why nobody wants to be,
let me guess. I have herpes.
Yeah.
Let me guess. Dude, I'm starting to think like you. I'm a dick. I'm starting to think like you. No, Bacon, please don't come. Every come and go change their name. Oh, my goodness. All right. Ryan, how have you been? I have not talked to you in ages.
Hi.
Yeah, thanks for holding down the fort, and thank you to Bacon too, and Darren and everybody else that's been up in here. I've been doing okay.
Yeah. I hope you didn't watch last night's show when I ripped you a new one. I did not. You. I went in on you. Yeah. And I put your show up with you and Jerry and Grant, and I was mocking you all. Well, I was mocking you. They can go against this show because they're not co-hosts on this show. But when my own co-host goes against me and shoves a knife right in my...
Stop mocking me!
In fact, Lauren was here and said, oh, I'm a closet Kings fan. I'm going to go watch that show. Now, he never did. He stayed here. But he was talking junk to me.
Well, here's the thing. I'm the low man on the totem pole.
You are.
So
you are.
I don't get much of a say when it comes to scheduling.
I understand this, and I'm just busting your balls. Yes, this is what happens. This is what happens in Ryan's world. Ooh, behind the scenes. Ooh, here you go. Ryan, we're doing this show at 5 p.m. Be there. Okay.
No. Well, close. Ryan, 5 p.m. Set it up. Get the links out.
Go. Yeah.
Produce it.
There you go. God, make sure it happens. Okay. Lauren does everything in the closet, says Eric. Okay.
So Lauren is really a Kings fan. That's awesome.
He said a closet Kings fan. Yes. I'm wondering if he was just busting my balls because I was cracking on the Kings and you and everything else, and he was sticking up for you, or if he really is. I don't know.
Appreciate it, Lauren. Lauren's a good dude.
Yeah, he is. All right.
Thank you.
He's on the show now. Listen to that. Okay, so are we doing anything since you guys are here, or do you want me to lead with the next story? It's got excrement in it.
Next.
I stopped by for excrement.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's poop.
Lovely.
And we started the show with the intro, with the countdown, and that was about the feces in the underwear and washing your clothes on hot. And you go into any office and pull down a woman's pants and she's wearing granny panties. That's how we open the show. So there you go.
Yes.
Excrement from the Independent, whatever that news organization is. Are you here for a bit, Ryan, or do we?
About 10 minutes.
Okay, cool.
Just wanted to drop in.
You don't have a game tonight, do you?
We do.
Do you? Who are you playing?
Chicago.
So, real quick, we will talk about the Kings since we have a closet Kings fan in the audience. I cannot believe, not only was I ripping you last night, but I said the Kings were going to get boat raced by the Cavaliers. They were going to murder you, and you guys won.
Yeah, third game in 4 nights for the Cavs, which makes a difference. They were without one of their main guys in Darius Garland.
You're missing a center. You're starting center.
We are, but the Kings have this thing, man. Sometimes they play better when they're missing players. They have for a very inconsistent team, they consistently rally around a downed fallen soldier. But here's
your rookie went off last night. Didn't he have 31 points?
And this was the debate, and this was the question that I posed to Sacramento on the postgame show. Had the Kings had Zach LaVine playing in that game, would they have won? I said no, they would not.
He would have taken up all of Devin Carter's minutes, the rookie.
He would have taken Devin's minutes, but the style of basketball would have been different. The assists, the ball movement would not have been there.
Peter Anderson has a good question for you. This is very good. What is your handle in the bracket competition? I couldn't find you either.
Oh, it's just, you know what, Peter? It's like 3721-4666 ESP 349-81. I'm an idiot. I don't know how to change my handle.
I'll tell you later.
I'll figure it out.
Tomorrow, I don't work tomorrow. I'll tell you tomorrow.
And for the record, I just want to mention that you said ball movement.
Ball movement.
That's going to get isolated.
Boing. Best. Oh, we got a bot. Shit, we've got 2 bots.
Someone isn't gonna like that.
Creep. Your move, creep.
What a bummer.
All right, everyone in the audience loves when a bot shows up because they get the drop. Okay, so I believe I'm in first. Well, I'm tied for first place in yours because I had McNeese State.
Racist piece of shit.
So I'm tied for first. There's 5 or 6 of us at the top. I think you're in that group, that ESPN whatever. I think you're doing well too. Do you have McNeese State, Ryan?
I don't remember.
You just did what I did. Flip a coin. Okay.
So my son had a performance at 9:30 this morning. Right. And I sat down to handle some business in the bathroom at 8:59 in the morning. I realized I had not entered my own bracket challenge.
Oh, shit.
Yes, Bacon. I wish it was that smooth.
Oh, shit.
So I did my picks in about 45 seconds.
Got it. Because you can't, even if once the game starts, you can't pick anymore, right? It's not like you just can't pick that game. It's like StuckNet, at least they allow you, if you miss the Thursday night game, which I did all year, they allow you to at least pick the remainder of the games.
Yes. Hey, buddy, my tournament ended when my Aztecs got smashed on Tuesday.
Smash! Do you have that drop, Bacon? Smash!
Next.
All right, cool. Well, hang out while you're here, and then make sure you say goodbye before you leave, and good luck tonight. Hey, the Trailblazers only 2 games out of the playing game, my friend.
Yeah, we had that conversation last night.
I missed the Trailblazers talk? Dang. Dude, we've got a good future. We got to get a little more experience, but man, that Avadia guy that we have.
Oh, Denny? Yeah, he's a good player.
That guy is awesome.
Dude's good.
If he gets more awesome, I'll learn how to pronounce his name. All right. Next story from The Independent. Frozen excrement dropped from plane crashes through house roof. Stephanie Moore says she was woken up when a lump of blue ice crashed through the ceiling 15 feet from her head. A Canadian woman. Oh, she's Canadian. A Canadian woman has claimed a frozen lump of excrement from a plane passing overhead ripped through the roof of her mother's house. Stephanie Moore said she was woken up by a crashing sound and saw a huge hole in the ceiling in the hallway, less than 15 feet from where she was sleeping.
I'm from Canada and I'm wasted.
The 36-year-old teacher had been staying with her mother overnight after returning from a trip to Cuba. After the incident, she said she found pink insulation, drywall, ceiling material, shattered bits of wood in the hallway, and a puddle of poopy water. In the morning daylight, she could seen shining through a hole which was around 1 meter. A meter? Come on, Canadians. We need to know how much that is in feet or yards. In diameter, and the crash had caused damage to the roof's planking and shingles. Miss Moore told CBC News, quote, "At first I thought it was just damn." Why does she sound like she's from the South and not Canadian? Wait, I can't do a Canadian accent other than if they say about, I'll say a boot. At first I thought it was just damage to the ceiling. I couldn't tell it went right through the roof when I first saw it, unquote. She said both the insurance appraiser and roof repairman who visited the next day said it was the strangest thing they had ever seen. Poop. Frozen poop coming through a roof. That's pretty strange. The roofer who inspected the damage said there was no rotting wood in the roof, and before the incident, the outer shell of the house was solid. Well, solid poop.
Oh, shit.
They did not find any evidence that a tree or branch caused the damage. It was poop! I guess they're saying how they got to the conclusion that it was poop. The roofer said it was most likely to have been, quote, blue ice, a term for frozen excrement that can accidentally leak away from the planes mid-flight, named for the color of the disinfectant used by the sewage systems in commercial planes. Blue ice has been known.
I don't speak Canadian.
Blue ice has been known to hit homes and melt on impact, leaving little evidence behind. The only other thing that could cause that sort of damage would be a small meteor strike, but that would leave a rock or mineral in the debris. A spokesman for the Transport Canada said they were looking into the claim. She said, quote, "The department takes all reports of possible poopy ice," actually I changed that, from debris, "coming from aircraft very seriously. Every reported incident is investigated by Transport Canadian officials."
We fucked up.
Canada officials.
You gotta get in here and look at this turd.
Canadian aviation regulations forbid creating a hazard by dropping waste mid-flight, she added. So they violated a regulation. Right. Interesting. There you go. Beware of frozen poop. Don't stand under frozen poop. All right.
Bacon, how many flatulence? I can't speak right now. Flatulence?
Fart drops?
Yeah, fart drops. How many do you have?
I have 8 on tab here.
I only have 1. I have this is the fart for all. That is just wet. That's just really wet.
That sounds like...
Sounds like what?
That sounds like a 2002 Honda Civic with exhaust on it, dude. Taking off from a stoplight. Play that again.
Right, there you go. Good job.
The Magnaflow muffler right there.
Yes.
Ryan trying to be Mr. Cool is so great.
All right. I've got a story from Milwaukee, Cindy. Here we go.
Okie dokie.
Milwaukee, Cindy's hometown. This is from Channel 58 News Milwaukee. And no, I didn't get it from one of my Wisco fans. It just, I saw it and I'm like, we've got to read this one. You might even know this one already. Live. Channel 58 in Milwaukee. Panic mode. Milwaukee man claims he found nightmare surprise inside McDonald's Filet-O-Fish sandwich. Now, I have not read the story, so I don't know what it is. Cindy, just off the headline, do you know what this is? One more time. Panic mode. Milwaukee man claims he found nightmare surprise inside McDonald's Filet-O-Fish sandwich.
That sounds delicious.
This is from March 12th, so it was 8 days ago.
These nuts!
No, it wasn't D's. Well, I don't know because I haven't read it, but I doubt it was D's nuts. Cindy hasn't heard this story. There we go. We got breaking news. Hopefully, Cindy, you have not gone to McDonald's in the last 8 days. Should Haunted Horse put your name pick back on the top? Oh, Ryan? He doesn't get his name up there for 10 minutes. No.
Only at Burger King.
No. He does not. He will get his name back up there when he starts regularly showing up for his hosting duties. If anything, Hedstrom Bacon's getting his name there. No offense.
Next.
No offense, Ryan. When someone says no offense, someone's about to be offended. All right.
None taken.
I will put his name back up here when he puts my name on his Kings pregame show. If he goes Kings pregame with Haunted Horse, then I will put Ryan back up here. Milwaukee, a typical filet-o-fish sandwich. I will go. I love the filet-o-fish. It is one of my favorite sandwiches ever.
Like prison food
that
and
bun
penis
is so freaking. When you get a filet-o-fish and it's made and it hasn't been sitting there for 20 minutes, that bun is so soft and oh my gosh, they are so awesome. And they're right now on sale for $2 for $5. A typical.
Hey, hold on. Big question here. Does McDonald's have packets of vinegar to go with the filet-o-fish?
No, but they put tartar sauce on it, but no vinegar. I know what you're saying because you go to fish and chips and they have that. What's the vinegar called? Malt vinegar. Yeah, and that's really good. But no, they don't have.
You hungry?
Vinegar. God, Bacon.
I'm still waiting on an answer from Lorne, by the way. He was making jambalaya or something, and he was looking for okra. Who puts okra in jambalaya?
I didn't get that one either, but then I'm not a big jambalaya connoisseur. I mean, I lived in Georgia for a year.
That sounds delicious.
I had grits. The only time I ate grits was in Georgia. But I don't know. I don't know about okra and jambalaya. Unless it's a side. I can do that. Maybe you eat the jambalaya and you have okra on the side? I don't know. I had okra in Georgia. That's the only time I've ever eaten okra. But grits, and I ate them wrong. Apparently you're supposed to have salt and butter. I put sugar on them, which was delicious.
Shrimp and grits is really good, by the way.
What is?
Shrimp and grit?
Shrimp and... See, I think of grits
as sounds delicious.
Like a breakfast oatmeal where it should be sugar and butter and brown sugar, and I know that's wrong. So I can't imagine it with like lunch or dinner foods going with it. Sounds weird to me.
Next.
Grits are gross, Cindy says. There you go. All right, let's find out what's this weird filet-o-fish thing. When did your show start, Ryan? 6?
6:15.
6:15? All right. So I'm going to lose. Oh, well, this show will be over at 6:15. I was going to say I'm going to lose the Peter Andersons. I'm not going to. Hey, you know what I discovered last night, Ryan? When I was watching your show and mocking you guys, watching the show and promoting your brand, I noticed in the chat that Peter Anderson was chatting on your show and he was chatting on this show. So he is cheating on both of us. He was watching and chatting on both shows. He's cheating. Pick one. You've got to pick Ryan or me.
Wow. You're that guy now. So you got a viewer from our channel, and now you're telling the viewer who's spending their valuable time on your channel that he needs to pick one or the other. Now I get why you've been divorced 3 times.
Twice, yes. Yes, sir.
Age.
Wife number. I haven't done that to wife number 3 yet. I haven't given her the ultimatum. Listen, honey, you're either going to stop watching Survivor and Amazing Race, or I'm out of here. She'd probably pick Survivor and Amazing Race over me. Anyway, that's funny, Ryan. Good job. Kudos to you. That was funny. All right, typical filet-o-fish sandwich at McDonald's comes with just 4 ingredients: the bun, a fish patty, cheese, and tartar sauce. But a Milwaukee man is claiming his order had an extra add-on.
Oh, shit.
One that he describes as a nightmare. Let me guess. It had urine and herpes on it. No, that's Texas. Never mind. This is Milwaukee. Martinez Milton.
All I can smell is your ass.
Martinez Milton said he went through the drive-thru at the franchise location on 60th and Silver Spring on the city's north side Friday afternoon. You know where 60th and Silver Spring McDonald's is? Cindy, do you ever eat at the 60th and Silver Springs McDonald's? Yes. You might not want to eat there after we read the story. Quote, I purchased a fish sandwich, unquote, Milton told CBS 58. Real quick question. I've never seen a CBS station with 58. Usually it's 2 through 12 or maybe even 13. How do you have a CBS station on channel 58? Isn't that UHF? What the hell is that?
What the heck was that?
I don't know. Anyway, that's weird. Okay, but when he started eating, he quickly noticed something was off. This sounds a lot like the water urine thing. Quote, felt like something was attached to my tongue, unquote, Milton recalled.
Don't feel good.
Quote, I went completely into panic mode, unquote. Yeah, something's attached to your tongue. Milton said he began gagging. Yoko. Milton said he began gagging and rushed to the bathroom where he tried to use his finger to get it out of his mouth. What is this thing? That's when Milton said he saw a mark on the inside of his cheek. Whenever you see warning, these images below are graphic. I gotta get this. That filet fish game is hard, dog. All right. I guess I should warn you as well.
The following program is intended for mature audiences.
No, wait, I need this one.
The following program contains scenes and language of a frank and explicit nature. Viewer discretion is advised.
All right, so whatever, we haven't gotten to it yet, but whatever that thing in the lower right is, and right there, that's what we're going to find out what that is. That's pretty big. If you use it in proportion to the patty, whatever the hell that is, and there's like legs on it or some shit.
Below, not good.
All right, let's find out what this thing is. Quote, explain to me what this is, unquote, Milton said. He decided to go to urgent care where officials treated him for an insect bite with further instructions to take medicine for pain and use mouthwash as needed. Quote, this is the first time I've been through anything like this. This reminds me of the story where the scorpion stung that guy in the nads.
Oh, searing pain!
In Vegas. Don't want to go through nothing like this in my entire life again, Milton said, noting he didn't eat for 3 days following the incident. That to me sounds like he's lawyering up. I couldn't eat for 3 days. I was so traumatized. Yeah, right. He's going after the golden arches for a golden payday. Couldn't eat for 3 days following the incident. Quote, I'm not going back to McDonald's ever again, unquote, Milton said. CBS 58 reached out to the owners of the franchise who confirmed he was aware of the incident and that Milton had received a full refund for the sandwich.
Oh, he
Here's
shouldn't
your
have done that.
$3, sir.
No, he shouldn't have done that.
I know.
He
We've had Brian had the frozen raw chicken. Was it a sandwich or nuggets? I forget what.
It was sandwich.
So you rid in your Wendy's. Was it Wendy's? It was Wendy's, right?
Wendy's.
You bit into your Wendy's chicken sandwich, and it was raw.
Chicken sandwich.
It was raw.
Yep.
And they wanted you to give it back to them for a refund, and you were, I don't know. We don't have time to go in the story again, but Ryan has had something like this happen to him. So reach out to the owner of the franchise. They said received a full refund for the sandwich, but said he had, quote, no comment, unquote. The franchise owner, however, did report that the restaurant's management team inspected the kitchen, food preparation areas, and filet fish patty supply and found no safety No food safety issues or signs of parasites. When asked for comment, the corporation said the information from the franchisee or franchise owner would serve as the response as it is locally operated. See, McDonald's is trying to say, that's a franchise problem.
Next.
That is not on us. Officials also said, are you trying to get me past this thing, or are you trying to say
No, that's them just saying,
next,
move on.
Yes. Okay, got it. I thought I was upsetting you with the story. Officials also said McDonald's, quote, maintains rigorous quality control measures for the Filet-O-Fish patty with multiple checkpoints throughout the production process to ensure food safety, including freezing the fish in accordance. Okay, I just wanted to find out what that thing is. Did they analyze it? Health department received a complaint. Okay, during the inspection, no object matching the complaint description was found on site. However, the inspector did note some mouse droppings in the dry storage area and basement, though there were no signs of food being tampered with. The facility has a pest control service. As a result, the findings follow up. What was it? I read that whole story and they're not going to tell us what that thing is? Someone had to look at it. What is that? That right there in the middle, bottom middle, that looks like a sand crab. But if it bit him, I mean, there's no sand crab that's going to be alive. What the hell is that thing? What the hell is that thing? That is disgusting. Why couldn't they? Anyway, I got to follow up on this story. I'm going to find out. I will find out, and I will break the news on this show once I figure out what that thing is. Because that thing looks nasty. McMouse feces, right?
What the hell is that?
What? Yeah, what was it?
What the heck was that?
What was it?
What the hell is that?
I wish
What the
it was
heck was
peen.
that?
I wish it was what? Peen? I wish it was peen. God, what context would I ever say that? What?
I'm a slut. Get me a cheeseburger.
Yeah, well, that's yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna save. I gotta save this story. Hold on, I gotta save this somewhere.
I did have McNeese State. Yes.
Oh, good job. I think you're up there. You're in the top. You're in the bracket with me. You're in the first place bracket. We need Tyler. We need the Tyler drop since Cindy's asking.
Oh my God! Who the hell cares?
No one knew who this guy was. Now we're talking about Tyler. Cindy's talking about Tyler. All right. I gotta.
And
find
again,
out.
Tyler is running around,
X.
high-fiving all of X, I'm sure. And what are we talking about right now? We're talking about Tyler all morning long. Tyler is getting national run. Tyler is getting all this attention. Nobody knew who this guy was. Shut up, Tyler.
Yeah, Cindy's saying I figured out why you're asking for Tyler, because he's the EP. He does all the back searching and figures this shit out.
Hey, really
Darren-
quick, can I check and see if a drop breaks through? Because
Yeah,
I think
go
you
for it.
guys would be happy about this one.
Okay, give it to us.
I was happy to get this one today.
All right.
You guys ready?
Yes.
Dong, dong, dong. Yeah.
We got the dong, 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 but that was it.
That's that's Jim imitating the old
Internet.
dial-up connection.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's in the Die Hard Jungle edition too.
Yep. You did.
I have his email number if you want me to give it to you.
Yeah, I like the. Where'd you get it from? I think Stucknut has that too.
Stucknut. Yeah.
Yeah. Darren, I'm not gonna lie. I thought the same thing. Whenever I see these stories about people finding stuff in their food, I always wonder, like, is it staged? Because there's been so many of these fake ones where someone goes in there with a mouse or whatever, and they put it in the sandwich, and then they caught it on video. It's like they're taking it out of their pocket and putting it in there. So I always wonder that same thing. I want to know what that is first. First of all, to stage the thing, you've got to bring that thing in, and what the hell is it? Oh, there's a close-up. What the hell is that thing? It's like Alien or something. That's going to grow up and pop out of someone's stomach.
What the hell is that?
What? Right. What
the
is it?
heck was that?
What is it? What is it? That is
All right, boys. Love you.
Dude, have a great show. You'll see me in the chat.
Bye-bye.
I'll be there.
All right.
Give you
yeah.
some shit.
Can you send me home to Mama Bacon, please?
Horace has that one. I
home
I
to
can get
mommy.
it. There you go. Okay.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
We'll chat soon, Ryan. Take care.
All right. Take care, Bake.
I'm gonna show up in your chat and give you shit. So just saying, warning. All right. What time is it? I see that's why I need that drop. What time is it? Okay. Do I have time for another story?
Yes.
I don't want to do that one. That's too thinky. Men, no, that's gonna take longer than
Can't
I
wait.
have. Nah, these stories, I can't do these stories in 6 minutes.
Garbage.
It's garbage. Oh, wait, Cindy sent a link. Oh, so she sent me the same thing. So I don't have time to look through it now, but hopefully it tells what that thing is. I want to know what that thing is. That's the weirdest looking shit I've ever seen. Like, it looks like a sand crab. That's what it looks like. Although it can't be.
Yes.
So that means it would have been with the fillet of fish frozen and then like unthawed and no. Anyway,
Well, I'm not an idiot.
I'm not. I just don't know what that thing was. Let's say. Oh, tomorrow is Haunted Horse and Friends. So let's try that again. The Friday morning show is close. I am going to work on that this weekend. I am hoping that the Friday morning show will debut.
Haunted Horse.
Debut next Friday morning.
Can't wait.
So you have two. There'll be two for you. You'll get the Friday morning shows, and then you'll get the Haunted Horse and Friends in the afternoon. Let's see what
Haunted Horse Poop.
Haunted Horse poop.
It's two for me.
Oh wait. We got this is the third one.
Someone isn't gonna like that.
Your move, creep.
What a bummer.
I like it's the Noob Slayer 4 because the Noob
Get outta
Slayer
here.
1, 2, and 3 were already taken. Noob Slayer 4. There you go. But the actual news, LOL says bug in their headline. The
Bye-bye.
bug. We got a bug. I'm not going to lie.
Right in my face.
I'm still craving a fillet of fish. If I had one right now, I would eat it and take my chances that one of those ugly alien bugs wouldn't be in it. All right, so Haunted Horse and Friends tomorrow.
What an idiot.
5 p.m. Pacific, weekend kickoff. That is the show where the bar is open and the bong hit rip is there. So bong hits and rips. And I'll be working.
You drank a lot
tomorrow on the show, that Friday morning show. Hopefully, like I said, it should be up by next Friday. So anyway, you got anything?
Can't wait.
Bacon?
No, it was kind of fun just pressing buttons here.
Being off camera too. You could sit there and pick your nose, and no one knows.
Yeah,
no one knows what you're
well,
doing.
Nobody. It doesn't matter. I mean, nobody really wants to see me anyways.
Oh, come on, audience. You want to see bacon, don't you? And not the bacon that sizzles in the pan, because everybody wants to see that bacon. I'm talking about Hedstrom bacon.
I'm not some GD button pusher.
Is that the one where Alvin didn't like being a jukebox? Is that where that drops from?
Something like that. Yeah, I think that's what it came from. Yeah.
When Silk was asking him for drops.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, exactly.
Look at that shiny head. I should start a cleaning products company, Mr. Clean. Oh, shit. Someone already took it. All right. We loves the bacon, says Eric. Okay. There we go. The Thursday's in the books.
Oh, shit.
See you tomorrow, Haunted Horse and Friends. Trying to wrap up the show. I have nothing else to say. I mean, we had herpes water.
Who did you pick to win everything? Was it Houston? Did you Houston to pick?
Look, let's talk brackets real quick because I did something that I hate. And I mock others that do this. In fact, I was going to mock Wells, and I'm like, how can I mock Wells when I did the same thing? Wells said I got McNeese State in one of my 3 brackets. You can't have 3. Well, I did. I played Liz's.
Stop mocking me!
And then I filled out Ryan's, and I couldn't remember what my picks were Liz's. And then I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to pick the same ones. I'm going to pick different teams.
Right.
And that's just horrible. You can't have more than one bracket, and I did it. So I feel disgusted with myself.
Well, who do you have? Who do you have in your Final Four?
Salacious, outrageous.
Which bracket?
Because even though it's kind of cool to like maybe pick a an upset here or there, or whatever. When it comes down to the grand scheme of things, I mean, as long as your elite 8 are pretty much intact or whatever.
Yeah. So to answer your question, in Ryan's bracket, I have Florida winning it all. In Liz's bracket, I have Houston winning it all.
Okay.
The Final Fours are pretty close. I have Michigan State in both, I believe. I have. Hold on, I gotta look now.
Okay, I've got mine up, so I'll just go over mine. Yeah, so I've got Michigan State and St. John's, and I know you hate Duke, but I don't think there's anyone to really challenge them in the East. So I think Duke's going there, and then Houston will beat them in the Final Four and go on to beat Michigan State in the final. So I've also got Houston. It's interesting though when you have to pick the tiebreaker, the score prediction, and I usually go average score from a Final Four, which is I think it ranks around 160, 135.
Then mine's low,
0.6 or something.
I went 71 to 65.
137.5, I think, is the average total score. So then I take that and I take a few off of the loser. So I've got 75 to 63 as the final score.
71 to 65. I mean, I guess I'm close to the average score.
Here's
my Final Four on Liz's. Michigan State, Maryland. Maryland's got a tricky team. Wisconsin, because I will never pick Duke. I will never pick Duke to go to the Final Four.
Right.
So biased pick there. Wisconsin, Big Ten. I'm reading Big Ten because Oregon moved to the Big Ten. And then Houston, and I got Houston winning over Maryland in the championship.
Yeah.
Nick says War Bacon. By the way, Darren, thank you and Renee for finding that first story about the herpes water. Appreciate you. Anyone that wants to submit stories, I will move your stories to the front. I mean, look, I have to say this. Not every story is going to make it on the air. Because, there's some stories I'm not going to read. I'm just saying. And there are probably any stories from Jay.
Although, you know what? There's got to be a gem in there somewhere.
I'm kidding. I kid. Jay's always want me to play his music and shit. So I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else?
I got nothing. So
all right, I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna be working on shows tomorrow, but I get to, because I'm off on Fridays. I get to watch March Madness.
I'll probably chat with you tomorrow. We're actually trying to work on some audio and fixing some stuff up and cleaning some stuff up for the Stuck Nut show. The plan is to go. We are going to do one next month, and I think it was what is the 26th is
April?
the last Thursday of the month in April.
Right.
I think it's 26th. Yeah. So
good.
Just double check here. 24th.
Well, tell Bulldog to use whatever mic he used when he fixed whatever. If it's the computer mic, then use that.
The other good thing is that because Steve is going to be in the area, he can physically help him with that. Because
When's he moving?
Pardon me?
When's he moving?
I thought he said within the month.
Wow, that's fast.
Yeah. So there's that.
And he had just bought a new house.
Yeah.
Crazy.
But this was a whole other thing. It's one of those things that you just can't pass up. So,
right.
And yeah. So
I mean, if the right deal came up, I would pick up, from Oregon, and we have elderly in-laws. That would make it harder. But I mean, if the right deal came up, we would make it work. So there you go.
Yeah. We decided to just keep our house. It's a smaller house. It's just the two of us. We don't have any kids. We don't have any pets. So we did some renovations. You saw that we did the kitchen a couple of years ago, and we're doing both bathrooms probably within the next month or so. We're gonna get on that. We're doing the designs and stuff like that. So that stuff's kind of exciting. I can't even imagine building a house and then within like a couple of years moving again.
Right.
That's just brutal.
Question for you: are you looking at the screen? Where is this? Where is this?
That looks like Bora Bora.
You are correct, sir. Good job.
Yeah, because of the mountain.
Yep.
But here's the thing.
I knew
so
you'd get
what
it.
they're
I
doing
thought
is
you'd
they're
get
looking. So that picture is actually taken from part of the what do you call it that goes around the ring that goes around the not the
Rosie?
Motu, the yeah, it's the Motu that goes around it, because when a volcanic island is formed, it forms up and forms basically the mountain, and then it sinks back into the water, and then you get the coral reef that's formed around it, and the beaches are formed around the coral reef. There is actually no sand on the main island of Bora Bora. It comes from the coral reefs, or they truck it, or they ship it back in, or they dig it up. They dig it up from the ocean. They actually have to build the beaches on those islands. So yeah, it's really, really cool.
And just as a tip to our viewers, if someone's going, you know what, we're going to go on this vacation and we're thinking about Bora Bora, you are going to say, you know what, there's some better options, right?
There are some better options that are closer by for maybe just a little bit more money. You could stay in, there's an island, and it's spelled TA'AHA. I think I probably got that wrong, but it's pronounced Ta'a. And you can get a better vacation away from all of the nonsense, because when you see those over the water bungalows and things like that, imagine you have to walk all the way out there, and you want some ice or you want something to eat or whatever, you got to walk all the way back from there. I mean, they're nice, but they're not that nice. The other island I would recommend is a sister island to Tahiti, which is called Moorea, Moorea. And they have a sort of pseudo over-the-water bungalow. It's basically like it's still on land, but it's like it's just over the water, and you get the same sort of feel, but you're not like hundreds of yards away from anything. It's a really cool place to go. They call them the Society Islands, all around French Polynesia. It's a beautiful place to go. It's a sort of a once in a lifetime kind of trip. I'd highly recommend it. If you plan on going to Hawaii and you haven't been yet, go to Hawaii first and then go to the French Polynesia, or
Nice.
a place like Fiji or something like that. Do not go to Fiji or Tahiti or everything and then go to Hawaii, because it's going to spoil Hawaii for you, because it's Hawaii on steroids. People are beautiful. It is beautiful. It's amazing.
Cool. I want to do
Yep.
South Pacific, so that is
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
on my list.
And it is doable. It is doable. When you crunch numbers and you save, and it is actually doable. You can
Nice.
do it. Yeah.
Cool.
So it is
they
not
even have
like
cruises that go down there. You got to
That's
fly
what we
down
did.
there.
Yep, that's
yeah.
what we did. We flew
Oh, nice.
basically we flew Detroit to LA, and then we flew LA to Papeete, Tahiti, which is the capital of Tahiti. We stayed in Tahiti one day, and then we stayed on Moorea 3 days. We took a ferry over there, and then back to Tahiti and got on a cruise ship and went around the Society Islands, and it was incredible.
Jay says
Incredible.
Okinawa has the best diving he's ever done. Have
Cool.
you ever gone to Okinawa?
We are going to Japan. We are going to be hitting Japan twice in the next 2 years. So one
Nice.
of them, we have a cruise that finishes in Japan, and then the next year in the fall, we're doing a cruise around Japan. So that
Nice.
should be interesting. No diving though. No diving.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
We're
Good
gonna
to know.
wrap
All
it
right.
up.
Yeah. All right. Enough of our little.
The chat's talking about trimming bushes, so yeah, landing strips, and anyway. We'll be back. I'll be back tomorrow. Who knows who's going to join me? Because Brian was here, Bacon was here, but Honda Horse and Friends tomorrow, 5 p.m. Pacific. Thanks for showing up, everyone. Thanks for sharing, retweeting the show. Thanks for submitting a story, Darren, and see y'all tomorrow. Late out of here.